Back here on Box to Box, Francis, Maxwell, Kevin Egan. So Kev, Luis Suarez turned the big 3-0. I don't want to mention that age when I had my own name mentioned in there as well. I'm pushing towards that. And a young fella like yourself, I mean, you get many years before you have to worry about that, Kev, I'm sure. Your golden years are still definitely in front of you. But Luis Suarez, he's had a great career so far. He's lit up playing football in the Dutch League with Ajax. He had a phenomenal spell at Liverpool playing in the Premier League, and he has definitely taken Barcelona by storm as he's went there. But I ask you, Kev, are his best days still ahead of him, or are they in the past?
I'll say this, with the way Luis Suarez plays football and with the players that he has around him, he doesn't necessarily have to run as much, say, as some strikers would that are chasing the ball, but he's still, given the type of player he is, puts in an unbelievable shift. And I actually think he's looking a lot bulkier than we've ever seen Luis Suarez before. I'm not saying he's heavy, but he's been hitting the gym and he's muscled up an awful lot. I don't think his best days are ahead of him. I think they're behind him. I don't think Luis Suarez will hit the figures that he hit last year. He had 40 La Liga goals last year, won the Pichichi. He's at 15 at the moment. He's enjoying a good season. But to me, Francis, his best days are behind him. And that's okay, because he can still have wonderful and great days ahead. Lionel Messi turns 30 in June as well. Some of the big stars of the game. Piqué is up there. That Barcelona team aging a little bit. Cristiano Ronaldo turns 32 soon. For me, though, Suarez, phenomenal career. He'll continue to have a great career for another 2-3 more years, I would think. But given the position that he plays, the role he has in that team, the robust role that he has, I think the best days are behind him.
I slightly disagree, only because I'm looking at Luis Suarez, right? And if this was Luis Suarez still at Liverpool, I would be 100% on board with you, Kev, because he would have to literally do so much in order to maintain that same level that he was performing at. When he played at Liverpool, his movement off the ball was phenomenal. He still has that at Barcelona, but he quite literally had to make his own chances and often rely on his own ability to score goals. He does a lot of that at Barcelona, but that's not to mean that he's going to have to continue to do that. I think he's going to have to adjust his game. Now, whether you see that as him lessening his game because he doesn't need to run around as much and put his body to work the way he does very well, he gets his body into defenders, I think we're going to see him mature as he gets older. I think we're going to see him play more in and around the box, because of all the greatness that Luis Suarez has, I still think he's one of the best finishers in world football. He can find the bottom corner. He has the athleticism that I still think will continue through his career to get up there in the air, to score the odd theatrical beauty. And I think that the way Barcelona plays, he could not be in a better team to mature and still consistently perform. So I don't think that his best days are behind him. I think when you look at a striker, you've got to categorize it as in, can he still contribute goals? Because you've got Messi, who's going to continue to play at that same standard. You've got Neymar, who's going to grow and get better. I think is going to do a lot of that movement off the ball. And I think Suarez is just going to have to play sooner rather than later as that kind of in the box, fox in the box striker, and just be able to bang in the goals. And at the end of the day, if he's still putting in 30 plus goals a season, I think that's still considered great days ahead.
Let me ask you this then really quickly, Francis. We've seen Messi and Ronaldo change positions a lot of late. Messi has gone from being a wide guy as a younger player. Now he's gone more inside and a lot deeper as well, taking on more of that Xavi role. Cristiano Ronaldo on the left-hand side. Now we've seen him morph into a little bit more of a striker. Is it time we see CR9 rather than CR7?
Oh, absolutely. I think we both agreed on this, Kev, for a while, because Cristiano Ronaldo would get scrutinized by the media if he wasn't all over the pitch, if he wasn't doing all the flashy moves that we expect from Ronaldo, and everything he does is quantifiable. So I think that the way that he's been maturing his game, you watched him last season, how many more goals did he score in and around the box in comparison to the seasons before? His movement and his finishing ability, much like I just mentioned of Suarez, is second to none. He's got an act for goal. He's got the aerial presence. I think Ronaldo has to morph into that central forward position, because I don't think Benzema, as he gets older, will be able to consistently do it. Ronaldo has perfected his body. He is almost like a Greek god in the way that he's maintained this physicality that he can continue throughout his career. But I think that at a certain point, he's losing that extra step of pace. You can't maintain that level. So what you do is you just use your energy in other ways. The way Ryan Giggs did with Manchester United, he dropped back into the midfield and he was still very useful. I think that Ronaldo can do the exact same thing. Move into the box, hold up, use his IQ, which he has a lot of, and I think morph into a perfect striker, almost emulating what Raul would do in his later years as well. Just be the fox in the box, put the ball in the back of the net when it matters.
You learn it here first. At 120 Sports, folks, Francis Maxwell has a man crush on the abs of Cristiano Ronaldo. Let us know what you think on Luis Suarez, though. Turned 30 years of age yesterday. Are his best days ahead of him or behind him? Let us know right here on Box to Box 120 Sports.